Hey, what is up everyone? So in this video, we're going to go over everything you need to know about what's going on with Sea of Thieves in the month of March for 2025. So this month is a big one because we have the 7th anniversary of Sea of Thieves in this month, which is why I want to make a separate video because there's a lot going on with the game specifically for this month to celebrate the anniversary. So Sea of Thieves released all the way back on March 20th of 2018, so the anniversary won't be too long from now from the time you're seeing this video, so there's a lot to go over of what Sea of Thieves is doing to celebrate. First, we have the 7th anniversary celebration event that's running from March 14th, which is this week on this Friday, running till Saturday, March 22nd. So a little bit over a full week, which is really nice because a lot of times in the past, a lot of these events were limited to just like the weekend. And I think a lot of players want to play like, on the weeknights and stuff and not feel like they have to be at home on the game every weekend. So I'm really happy that this is a nice long event. Probably could have been longer, maybe do something for the whole month, but I think just a week is good enough for what we're doing here. And one of the things I'm really excited about is we're actually finally getting some rewards for this event. So I almost was about to make a video before this came out. I was planning on talking about how I feel like one of the biggest problems with the events recently have been there aren't any rewards going along with these events. So like we just had that the Dark Fortresses event that just happened. It was a lot of fun. The gameplay was great, but there was no like reward tied to completing it or completing a certain amount of them or anything like that. Same with some of the other events we've had recently. And some of the events have been missing, like with the Grogmany event, there wasn't really anything going on with that, or Festival of Giving was kind of lackluster. So I'm pretty excited to see what they do for this anniversary event because obviously the anniversary is a big thing for the game. So with this event, we're going to see some community goals that are based off of memorable moments from Sea of Thieves past. So I'm assuming that probably means like different content updates that we had over the last 7 years, probably revisiting some of those, maybe like completing Ashen Winds event or doing like a Siren Treasury or something like that. Probably just things that get you to try all the different things that have been added to the game over the last many years. Completing these community goals will unlock some rewards, so I'm excited to see what those are. They haven't shown what they're going to be yet, but I'm really hoping there's some nice cosmetics to go along with that. So that kind of covers what they're doing specifically for the anniversary celebration. We are going to have a community weekend that comes up that goes around this point of time, but we'll get to that later on in the video. Next, let's take a look at the Happy Birthday song that's releasing. So if you're someone that likes listening to Sea of Thieves music, they're releasing a Happy Birthday Sea of Thieves song that is releasing this Friday. So check that out on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. I'm interested to see if it's a good one. So one thing I think that is really cool for Xbox players is that on Xbox there's going to be a new dynamic backgrounds for Sea of Thieves, which I think is going to be really cool. Those will also be releasing on Friday, and these are going to be animated backgrounds from Sea of Thieves. So I think that's really cool. I'd love to be able to have those on my desktop and even on the PlayStation, because I think PlayStation originally had these animated backgrounds. I might be wrong on that. I don't really play on console too much, but I hope that we see these like similar dynamic backgrounds come to PlayStation as well. I have a feeling that we will probably see another mini anniversary event at the end of April when the PlayStation 1-year anniversary comes out. So I expect maybe we'll see like a PlayStation version of this drop around then, and hopefully we have some like events going on along with that. Another thing to mention, between March 17th to March 24th, there's going to be a Pirate Emporium sale. If you are interested in getting anything from the Pirate Emporium, some stuff are going to be like the Dark Warsmith, the Dire Dark Warsmith set, the Lodestar set, Islehopper Outlaw set, which is one of my favorite sets in the game, and the Stone Islehopper Outlaw set, which is a relatively new one in the game. So those are all going to be on a pretty decent sale, so if you are interested, you can go check that out. One thing that I think is really interesting in terms of other stuff that you can buy is the Xbox Gear Shop, which is basically taken over the Sea of Thieves merchandise for the most part. Sea of Thieves used to sell their own merchandise to the Rare store, but then they shut that down a few years ago. And now a lot of the Sea of Thieves merchandise has moved to the Xbox Shop, which is fine, I guess. I haven't really used them yet, but I know a lot of people have problems with the previous Rare Shop. But one of the things I'm excited about is they announced some new products are going to be coming on March 17th, so next Monday, for the anniversary event, and they're releasing a Sea of Thieves playing cards deck, which I think is really cool. I would love to have a Sea of Thieves playing card deck. I think that is great. I'm surprised that they actually haven't done that sooner. And honestly, this and what we're going to be talking about next kind of makes me feel like they're teasing that we might be getting like playing games inside the game in the future. I mean, at this point, it just like I really want that to be a thing that we get in the game where you can just go to a tavern or you can sit on your ship or something and play cards or blackjack or any other type of card games and stuff with like your crewmates or other players in the game. I think that would be really cool. So maybe that's a teaser for this, or maybe it's just some fun piece of merchandise that we're getting. Either way, I'm probably going to pick those up, and then if you guys want me to, I can make like a little short or a video or something kind of covering what they are like. The next thing that I was kind of teasing at that is also releasing that's related to the playing cards is on March 20th, so next Thursday, Sea of Thieves is releasing a Microsoft Solitaire Sea of Thieves theme for the game, which I think looks really cool. It's basically taking the Solitaire game, but given all the cards, Sea of Thieves icons, and all that kind of stuff, and kind of keeping it in that theme. And I don't really play Solitaire, especially don't really play it on like Microsoft's Solitaire, but I'm pretty sure it's pre-installed or free for all Windows devices. So if you have a PC, might be worth checking out. And I think it looks really cool just based off the screenshot we currently have. If you have a friend that hasn't gotten Sea of Thieves yet, if you're interested, the Sea of Thieves 2025 edition will be releasing on March 20th as well. And this is going to have the same kind of like pricing tier as the 2024 edition that we saw with the PlayStation release last year, which is going to have like the standard, deluxe, and premium editions. And I'm assuming really the main difference that we're going to see between this one and the 2024 version is probably just some different Pirate Emporium stuff. I'm assuming it'll probably be Pirate Emporium stuff that released last year, and typically in the past they've had the ability for you to upgrade to those deluxe or premium editions, and you can usually save a little bit of money if you wanted those cosmetics. So even if you have the game, it might be worth checking out when these release, in case you want some of this other cosmetic stuff and maybe want to get a little bit of a discount for it. Getting back to actual content in the game, Sea of Thieves Season 15 Community Weekend is going to be ranging from Saturday, March 22nd to Monday, March 24th. So next week we're going to have Community Weekend, and this is going to include basically all the normal stuff that we have for Community Weekend now, such as the free flag and probably an emote. However, they haven't said what that emote's going to be yet. We're going to have Pop-Up Plunder return, the Community Emissary grade, so it'll be a great time to start grinding Hunter's Call if you want to try to get your levels up for that. We have Twitch drops returning during this event between March 22nd and March 24th, and this is going to include the Seasoned Sailor Heavy Sword and the Eye of Reach for that set, as well as the Eastern Winds Ruby Peg Leg and Trousers. Personally, for me, I stopped paying attention to Twitch drops a long time ago, unless it's something like an Obsidian item. I just don't really care. Usually the cosmetics aren't that great. However, keep an eye on social media. I haven't seen any pictures yet of what these look like, but I don't even know if these are new items. I know we've had a lot of the Eastern Winds Ruby set in the past, so these might just be existing items that they're re-releasing for these Twitch drops. But if you're interested, keep an eye on that, and I'm hoping that we might get a new Obsidian item for the Community Weekend. Typically, we usually have a new Obsidian Captaincy item with each Community Weekend, but they haven't said anything yet. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But next, let's move into what's one of the bigger things that's of interest for this month, which is the next content update. So the next big monthly content update will be next Thursday, March 27th. And this is going to bring two new things to the game, the Hunting Spear, which we saw in the trailer before, as well as all the new ambient life. So we're going to see like lizards going around, the jellyfish, which I'm really excited about the jellyfish. They didn't mention it specifically, but I have a feeling we'll probably get the stuff like the birds that were flying by the ship and some of the other ambient life that we had seen in the trailer before. So that's really exciting. I'm excited to get some like B-roll, including some of the jellyfish and other different ambient life in the game. If you are an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you will be able to get some new perks for this month on March 27th, and this will allow you to get the time-limited 7th serving emote, which is supposed to go along with the anniversary event. So I'm curious to see what that emote is like. I'm hoping it's something more interesting than just putting up like a number 7 with your fingers. I have a feeling that might be what it is, but hopefully it's something a little bit more interesting. But the final thing we have to talk about with this video is this Microsoft Rewards Sea of Thieves sweepstake that's going on. And I wouldn't say this is the best controller we've seen for Sea of Thieves. I think the original purple controller that we had that came with the Ferryman set back in the day, I think that's probably the best one we've ever seen. It might be the best one we ever get. However, this is still a really cool controller and goes really well with the season theme. But essentially, this sweepstakes allows you to try to win this very limited edition Sea of Thieves controller that looks like a Megalodon. specifically the hungering one, at least that's what it looks like to me. I really like the detail of the left joystick, where it is blended in with the eye of the Megalodon. At first, if you're just looking at the image, you might even miss that that's a actual joystick and not just part of the decoration. So I think they did a really cool job with this. I think it's a very interesting one. It might not be something that you would want to use to play the game, but it might be something that would be like a really cool thing to show on like a bookcase or something. This, I wouldn't get your hopes up too well. I feel like it's going to be either very hard to win or it might only be like one person can win. Usually that's how a lot of the Microsoft sweepstakes work. It's like only one person can win or maybe like 5 people can win. So it's going to be very, very limited. But if you're interested, all you have to do is go to the Microsoft rewards page and you can redeem your points to enter the sweepstakes. But that covers everything you need to know about what's going on with Sea of Thieves for the month of March. Definitely a lot going on. I'm excited to try some of this stuff out. I think it's going to be a great time to play the game. And I'm interested to hear what y'all think about everything going on. Let me know what you're most excited for this month in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.